at the Randall booth with Ola Englund. How you doing, Ola?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. So you have had like a 500 million views on YouTube. Do you find that you would rather play live sometimes than just opposed to making videos, or is it's just one of the ways you reach your audience?
I mean, it was the first thing that I did, with the YouTube things. And of course it's awesome to have all those views. But of course nowadays I do also tour with bands and stuff, do the rockstar thing really. So I like that more. So I'm still doing the videos. It's important to remember why I am here. It's because of the videos and my followers that watch my videos. So I still have to do that. But the rockstar thing is also cool.
That's pretty cool. So what did you learn as a player? If you kind of learned a couple of things that really stood out to you over the course of those videos, what about those things improved you as a player or allowed you to realize things about your playing that became more and more signature elements of who you are and what you do?
I mean, I've always been playing in a certain way. For instance, my picking technique is very, very, very weird in that sense. And it became kind of like a thing for people to comment on it. Like, okay, so it's picking technique that makes it sound so heavy and chuggy and why it's always sounding the same all the time.
Awesome. So you now have a bunch of really cool signature gear. I mean, the evolution of having played so much gear, because I've seen a ton of your videos. All right, here I am with this and here I am with that. And you've played through so much gear as you went to develop your own gear. Are there times you kind of like, all right, I really like this, but I wish I could improve upon this? Or did you really have something completely different from all the things that you'd played in mind when you went to do signature gear?
I mean, it was kind of funny when I, at least for the on the amp side with the Satan, it actually came across. I came across his 14 Natos. Mike Forden, he had his own company, and I did a demo for the Natos that he had, and I was like, wow, I've been playing a lot of amps, but this was the best amp I've ever played. I need to have one. So I contacted Mike, and we decided, yeah, let's make a Forden Satan. I just bought myself a custom amplifier from him. And then Randall came along, and I got a chance to go to Canada and spend 4 or 5 days with Mike in his basement, just nerding out. So, I mean, I've really been a part of this amplifier, rather than just being a build and then just tweaking it a bit. I mean, Mike's the genius behind it, but it's very much my tone and my sound. So it's, I don't think a lot of people can say that about an amplifier and have that opportunity to have such a close relationship with the amp builder. So, it's weird how things work out.
If you see some of the folks who do videos and you actually watch them go out and play live, some of them make the jump and some of them don't. How do you navigate between what an amp really needs to do great in the studio and then have either the kind of an appropriate interpretation of that happen live? Have you found that that's been a challenge in the past, and how did you jump that hurdle with this amp?
Yeah, I mean, it has happened. Some amps do sound super awesome in the studio. It doesn't cut through live, for instance. That's a pretty common problem. But with the Satan, it's just such a different type of distortion. It's punchy, and it's very aggressive and dynamic. And it's like, now I'm having a problem where the other guitar player in my band doesn't cut through as much as me, so I have to kind of dumb down the tone a bit just to even out the odds, So, I mean, it's not been a problem with this amp. And it sounds, I mean, the way we set it up was, for me, when I record the amp, I just want to put a microphone in there and it's going to sound good from the start. That's how I designed, how we did the features of the amp and all that. We have the sweep knob and all that, so we can dial in cabinets for recording or for live sessions. A cabinet never sounds the same in any room or live room. So, I mean, we're thinking a lot about that, and it's just going to be an amp that's very easy to just record straight away without any extra pedals or something like that. I just want to plug into the amp. It's going to sound perfect from the start.
So, are there any particular features on the amp itself that you're like, this feature in particular is really important to how I go about doing what I do?
Yes. Of course, the one thing about Mike Forden that he's been doing with his 14 Natos amp is the fact that he has 3 different gain knobs. You can kind of design your own type of gain in this amplifier. That's very important. I mean, a lot of amplifiers are designed for a 6-string guitar, and then you plug in an 8-string guitar and it flops away on the low end. It can't handle the 8-string. With this, you can kind of shift the voicing of the gain to make it fit your guitar. right on the way around. So you can basically, I mean, if you have an 8 string, you can go super tight without losing that low bottom end, and then you can go back to 6 string and dial back that low end gain. And it's, that gain shaping feature it's definitely like the highlight of the amplifier, of course. We're starting off with like a tighter setting, a super tight melt. This is just the guitar straight into the amplifier. But if you think that it's too much low end on the gain and you want it even tighter, you just dial back the low frequency gain that we have here called Girth. You get kind of like a Meshuggah, even classic. Or you can go the total opposite way and get a super fussy sound. So I mean, you can totally design your own type of gain in the amplifier, which is awesome. I love that. That's the most awesome feature ever. We could talk a bit about the storage channel just for a longer bit. It has the overall gain right here, right? But then it has the sweep now, like I said. It's more for dialing in cabs. It's not like a regular mid sweep. It actually shifts the voicing of bass, middle, and treble a bit, just to make your cabinet dialed in for whatever you want, if you want to record or for a live gig or whatever. So it's a really awesome knob that I use a lot. And then we have a kill switch, which is basically just add 6 decibels of gain if you need more. If that's not enough for you, you can have more. Then we have the clean channel, which is very straightforward. It has a couple of shifting options, so you can grind it up a bit and still keep it super clean. This is like a really very clean. Then you can shift it up a little gain here. Obviously we have a gain knob already, but I mean we can beef it up a bit, and that's basically it. It's a very nice sounding clean channel. I don't play clean that lot, but it's good to have.
Ola, thanks so much. Pleasure to meet you. Great playing. Really excited to hear you talk about your gear. You're obviously very committed and a lot of passion went into making this. I hope it does really well for you for a long time, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Right on. Cheers.